I'm doing some grocery shopping in Bend today and getting some material for the t-shirt quilt so I can finish it. And just looking around at the population of this crazy little town and thinking about all the comments I got when I was getting ready to move here, because people's first natural question is, where's Silver Lake? So I tell them, or would tell them, about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes southeast of Bend. And I think every single person I told that to, or almost every person, said, oh my gosh, Bend is such a cool town. I think most of those people have never been here. They've just heard about it. The mountains way out of town are beautiful, especially today. They're all snow-capped today.
Stop sign, turn right.
Oh, you can hear Siri telling me to turn right. And the trees are beautiful today because they're turning colors. It's fall now. But this is just a hustly, bustly, busy, crowded city, just like any other city. And it's full of a bunch of hippies. I don't enjoy it here. I don't like Bend. I don't think Bend is cool. Sorry if you think it's cool. I think it's just an overrated, overcrowded hippie town. And I can't wait to be done shopping so I can get out of it and go back home to the country. So if you were one of the people that told me it was awesome, but you've never been here, you should come check it out. Because it's not all it's cracked up to be. And there's bicycles everywhere, which drives me crazy. Sorry if you're a bicycle rider. I know a lot of people do that to commute, but when they're everywhere, it makes it challenging to drive. So anyways, you can probably tell how I feel about the city.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Southeast Street Market Road.
Thank you, Siri. I don't know if you can hear her, but she keeps giving me directions. Anyhow, if you haven't been to Bend and you're not a city person, don't waste your time making a trip. Come out to the country and visit us. It's beautiful. It's way better, way more enjoyable. No bicycles and way less people and no hippies. It's great. I'm at a stoplight and I just have to show you guys the world's smallest Costco sign. The first time we ever tried to come to Costco here, we were trying to figure out where the parking lot was. And look at this Costco sign. That guy on the bike was very close to it a second ago for perspective. My brain's fried after a long day of shopping. But this Costco sign, the whole sign is like 3 feet tall. It's so tiny. It's ridiculous. Don't know how you're supposed to find Costco with that itty bitty sign. I will say that Bend does have a redeeming quality. I discovered today. I have found now 2 gas stations that allow you to pump your own gas. If you're not familiar with the way that Oregon works, they pump your gas for you. And because of that, it usually makes going to get gas take longer than it needs to. So I just went to Fred Meyer Gas and filled up, and about 75% of their lanes have attendants pumping gas for you. But one lane is self-serve, and guess what? There was no one in it because nobody here wants to get out of their car and pump their own gas. I, however, was excited about the opportunity to get out of my car and pump my own gas because it's way quicker, and I'd much rather do that. So I'm excited about that. Maybe there's more gas stations like that. I don't know, but there's at least 2. Supposedly, chickens love pumpkins. So I bought a pumpkin at the grocery store today, and we're gonna see if they like it. Hi, girls. You want a treat? I'm putting a sealant on the chicken coop for rain, and I just opened the back door and look at what was in the coop. One of them pecked at it, so I have some wooden eggs that I didn't think I needed to put in quite yet. You put them in there to show them where to lay and to teach them not to peck their own eggs. So I won't get to eat this one, but it's a tiny green egg. It's my first egg. I don't know when it was laid, probably this morning. The size and color of a chicken's comb and wattle help determine its level of maturity when it comes to being ready to lay eggs. So this is Marianne. As you can see, she's got a pretty developed comb and wattle. So I'm wondering if she is one of the ones that, well, I know she's one of the ones that could have given me the egg yesterday. And then Afro Thunder over there has a very well-developed comb and wattle as well, as you can see. This is Ginger, and even though she leads the flock, you can tell she has almost no comb or wattle developed yet. So while she might be in charge, she's not laying yet. She's not going to be laying anytime soon, actually. So it's going to be a while. Mrs. Howell, did you give me the egg yesterday? Or maybe Marianne? Mrs. Howell is the third one that has, here she comes, as if on cue. And there she goes again in the back. She is the other one that has a very developed comb and wattle. So one of those three gave me the egg yesterday. I don't know which one. These two orange and white ones here are very likely candidates. I got egg number 2 today. This one does not have a hole pecked in it. Yesterday's did. And I figured out who gave this one to me. I was working in the chicken run earlier and peeked in the chicken coop, and Marianne was laying in the middle nesting box. Everyone else was out playing and she was the only one sitting in there, and an hour later I went out and checked and there was an egg in it. When hens start laying, sometimes they will peck at their own eggs out of curiosity. I had already purchased some wooden eggs as decoys to help teach them not to peck at their eggs, and just hadn't put them in the coop yet. And when I accidentally discovered my first egg yesterday, it had a small hole in it. So I couldn't eat it. Even though I couldn't eat it, I was still super excited, probably more excited than a kid on Christmas. I was over the moon that I had my first little egg. I didn't expect the girls to start laying for a couple more weeks. They're still a little bit on the young side for laying. So it was a very fun surprise. And as soon as I found it, I put the decoy eggs in the nesting boxes and filled the nesting boxes with pine shavings and got them all ready so that the girls can lay. When I went out today and found my second egg, there was no hole pecked in it. So I don't know if the decoy eggs worked or if it's just coincidence and timing, but either way, I'm leaving the decoy eggs in there until all the girls start laying and learn not to peck at their eggs.